Happy Sunday, everybody. Music Therapy Laz here. What's up? I love this applause thing. It makes me feel so special. Anyway, what's happening, everybody? A little more? A little more. I'll have a sip of coffee while I'm at it. Yeah, that's right. Hey, what's happening, everybody in the chat? I'll say hi to you all in a second, but I'm sporting my That Pedal Show original mug. Got it early on in the early days. Wow, probably back 5 years ago, maybe. Not too long after they were starting it all up, right? And I'm doing a pedal mod, so that makes sense, doesn't it? Here, let me center myself here. So let me go ahead and say hello to everyone in the chat. Looks like we got 4 people already in. That's awesome. Hey, what's up? Nelson Rodriguez, always in there for a punch, ready for the beginning, ready to rock and roll, ready to pedal mod or guitar mod or whatever mod. I think my microphone here is blocking my light. Here, let me see if I can move this. Might be better if I go like this. Is that better? Still adjusting things around here. Still got a shadow, whatever. So what's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm another thing I'm going to be upgrading in here, obviously, is some real lighting. You know, I've been using this this rather kind of, you know, just a torchlight kind of reading lamp that you'd have in your like living room or bedroom, and has 2 little you know, 2 parts. Should I show it to you guys? I'll show it to you guys. This might be noisy. Basically a piece of fabric hanging over. Here's my snowball. Call it my BB-8. And that is kind of already diffused. Let me get this out of the way. And then I just put a piece of white fabric over the other one to diffuse it. I've also heard some tricks. I've been recently trying to learn more about how to do this YouTube thing properly. And so one of those things is to get better lighting and all that. Maybe if I turn this one off, but then I don't know how it's going to darken the room. You guys tell me. Is that better? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, got the American flag right above my Fender hat. And as a matter of fact, that's not an American flag. That's a Fender flag. It's a Fender American flag. In the blue, it has the Fender, it says Fender, the Fender logo. Got that down in, where did I buy that? No, I think I bought that online. So, yeah, I'll buy stuff online sometimes. So I'll peruse the clearance things at Sweetwater and AMS and Pro Guitar. No longer Pro Guitar Shop, but there's a Pro Audio Star place I go to. And then there's Musician's Friend and wherever, you know, whatever. You just look around for deals. Steve Franklin's in the house. Let me say hi to everybody. Steve Franklin just popped in. How's everybody doing today? He wants to know. BC Rich is getting a new guitar this week. Yes, right on, dude. I've got an NGD New Gear Day announcement because it's not here yet. I got some new gear. I'll show that to you real quick, but nothing major. And I'm waiting on a bunch of tools. That's right. I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I'm buying a whole set of really nice tools. I still have to get some other tools too, but I'm planning on making guitars, you guys. I'm very jazzed about, you know, I've always liked woodworking, as you know, from my table build, and I have that piece of redwood that's left over. I just learned that RJ Ronquillo actually has a very unique guitar made out of barrels, pieces of wood from redwood from barrels, made by some guy in, I guess it's in Mendocino County or something like that. So I got to find out more about that builder because I want to go visit him. Because one of the plans I'm doing, hey, Gary, dude, it's so nice to see you on the show. Dude, if you ever want to come into the show, man, please let me know. I will drop you a link. Gary, Big G Tholander here, the Viking of guitar. That dude and I go way back, and I actually still owe him a gig bag that I'm going to have my mom sew someday. She's back from Europe, so and tell me if I'm speaking too loud into the mic here. I've got it about 2.5 feet away from me. It's right above me right here, if you want to see it. There it is. I call it my BB-8 mic, but it's actually a blue snowball light, which great, you know, just plug and play kind of USB mic for broadcasting like this. A lot easier than having to have everything set up with the interface, which once I get this device that's coming, I'm going to have all this stuff set up. And there's one other thing I want to get, and I'm still on the fence on which one to get, so you guys can maybe help me with that. but I'm on the fence about which one of these like multiple camera angle kind of devices I should get. I'm definitely strongly heading toward the Blackmagic ATEM Pro. So it's not the Extreme, which is crazy. You know, if you want to run a TV studio in your room, you can do it with the Extreme, and that thing's like about twice or a little more than twice as much as the Pro. The Pro's around $500, and I'm going to be looking for a deal for that. But I did get set up by my good buddy Evan Meyer. If you guys need a good dude who knows his stuff, he's not a guitar guy, he's more a keyboard guy. But you know, I'm more of a keyboard production guy, and he's more of a keyboard production guy. Really, I mean, the guitars, I know I have a lot of them, but that's become a recent love affair, and I'm still in the honeymoon phase, probably forever, with the guitars. I've always loved them. I mean, you know, the look of them, the feel of them. Never took really any lessons on guitar, and that's going to change because I've told Mike Bradley. If you guys know Mike Bradley, I want to take lessons from that guy because he's offering them, you know, Skype type lessons right now, and he's one of the most tastiest players out there, and I definitely want to take lessons starting with the blues because I love the blues. Hey, Adam D's in the house, so I'll say hi to you all. I'll say hi to you all since there's 9 of you in here. So exciting. BC Rich, it says, how's my Sunday going, buddy? I got a coffee. The dinner's already in the dinner. Breakfast's already down. My sweetie made a really tasty Peruvian style omelet, which is kind of like almost like a skinny paella. So it's a flat kind of, I don't know, paellas probably have eggs in them, but basically it's an egg omelet, but it's got, you know, it's done flat, so you don't flip it over. You just leave it flat. And it had some Italian, you know, what do they call those kind of, the red, kind of vinegary red olives, you know, the olives that are dark, but anyway. So some of that's kind of a little salty. So that with spinach and some onions and some tomato pieces and stuff, and you just kind of mix it all with the eggs. And I should have taken a picture, dang it. I've been doing the gears. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram, but I've been doing the gears and grub. It's just something that I wanted to do early on in my kind of, what do I do with the internet? What do I want to give out into the world when it comes to YouTube and the internet? And I thought, man, I love food and I love music, so let's do a food and music thing. And then that kind of migrated to the music therapy thing. That's a passion of mine, to help people through, you know, especially with adjustment disorder and any kind of other kind of PTSD and all that stuff. If I had the proper training, if I had the time and money to finish my degree, and actually I would like to actually finish all the way to a PhD about my age. I guess I could still do it, but you know, but it would be really great to work in a field where I can help people, because I love people. I wouldn't be doing this, man, if I didn't love you all. I do. It's crazy. I know. I'm crazy. But I digress. So the point being is that, the guitars and grub thing, I keep putting every day. I post a picture of what I'm eating. Hopefully it doesn't get too boring for you guys. I'm going to try to use that as a way to motivate myself to continue, finding out new ways of eating healthy meals, because my wife and I are both over 50 and we both need to make some adjustments in our intake of food so that we can live a long, happy life without any problems, right? So gears, guitars and grub on my Instagram. I throw up some pictures of a guitar of mine or a friend of mine's or whatever. Mostly it's been stuff of mine lately. Yesterday I posted up a picture of a takamine. That's what I'm calling it. Takamine guitar from Japan, because I was having sushi last night. And so Japanese guitar, Japanese food, right? Maybe there's a way of keeping that going. I doubt it. British amplifiers with British food. I don't know what that would be. British Indian food, right? You can eat that. Maybe some haggis. I think that's Scottish or Irish. Don't kill me, Scottish Irish people. They don't know all the differences. Just like you wouldn't know the difference between a Dunan Tuli and a Alföldi Magyar Hungarian person. These are two different regions of Hungary, so don't kill me. Anyway, so Nelson Rodriguez first in the house. BC Rich 581. L&M, that is Lucas and Martin Guitar Corner, two buddies out there in Austria that I plan to visit next year, my friend. Next year we're going to Europe, unless there's another, you know what, which is happening again. Anyway, my mom made it back safely from Europe, so she's all good. Had 3 months of wonderful time in Hungary visiting. And she visited my daughter too, which was real nice. So we got BC Rich 581, of course. Who else is here? Let's go down. Mark Effects says greetings. Who else is here? Dale Palmer. What's up, Dale? And then who else we got? We got some lurkers, it looks like. Yeah, BC Rich was saying he's getting a new guitar this week that I don't think I will upgrade, save for a replacement roller bridge for tuning stability. Interesting. Okay. It's an ESP, of course, LTD, and they're usually a good instrument, even stock. Well, absolutely, dude. I mean, it's just of recent years that people are really more and more into modding because they're discovering ways to set their guitar up the way they want it to play and feel, right? And that's what this whole Mod Squad thing's all about. I kind of glammed onto this idea from Phil McKnight, who was having a summit with Ben Coombs and all them discussing at NAM time during this year, because there wasn't one, right? It was a wannabe NAM summit, kind of online NAM. They had online NAM. Steve Franklin's in the house too, but yeah, there's so many ways to, FU tone is another way to upgrade your guitars. I haven't FU toned any of mine, but I probably should FU tone these two guitars right here. They have Floyds in them. The rest of them are basically their stop bar or their, fixed bridge type guitars outside of the where is it? Oh, it's over here. The Vega Trim guitar that I really, really love. That Vega Trim, man. That thing rocks. So then we got Gary, Big G, Tholander, Stephen Franklin in the house saying hello to everybody. Big G, dude, what's up? He says to everybody. We got Adam D, Han Solo, Han 36 Solo. We got Ed B also, Ed B Metal, of course. Got to say Ed B Metal, Mushy Peed. I don't know what that's about, but fried spam, mushy peed. Okay, that's what you have for breakfast, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what that is, dude. Is that like Irish or British or something? Must be British, right? Mushy peed. Sounds like what is that stuff in that movie or that show that there was a play or there's a something about the butcher or whoever was making those meat pie things or those meat what do they call those? I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my Eric Johnson via Musicom 2018 shirt. I saw them at the Rio, a really cool small theater from the first row. That's right. My cousin Art. I mean, the place was practically packed already. We walk in and we spy 3 seats at the very front row, but in the very far left. And we just jumped on him. And then some guy comes back and he says, "Oh, those are mine." And I'm like, "Buddy, it's general admission. No one's sitting here, man." Sorry. And there were 2 seats, like 2 rows behind us. And I'm like, "Why don't you sit there? It's the same place, basically. And here, the 3 of us can sit together, but there's only 2 seats there." So he went there. And I even offered him, "Hey, halfway through the show, if you want to switch, I'll switch with you." That's cool. But he stayed there. He was happy. So New Gear Day, indeed. New Gear announcement as well. And then we've got a fun little project that I should probably plug this in. So you will not guess. What am I going to be using this for this morning? How am I going to be modding a pedal with this? If you can guess, then maybe I'll send you a little package, which I shouldn't say because I owe 3 people stuff I need to send. And if you're out there, I'm very sorry. I have been extremely busy. It's no excuse, I know. Maybe a little later today, if I get the other things I must get done, I will put those together. I promised to do it last week and I didn't do it, so I'm horrible. I know. But it's free stuff, so take it or leave it. It's the way it is. Laz, just I'm a what can I say? Procrastinator of the highest order. Yeah. Haggis is pickled sheep's stomach stuffed with beef and barley. Is generally Scottish, though not exclusive to Scotland. Sounds as bad as it tastes. Well, there you go, gentlemen and lady, if there's any ladies out there. So who else do we have new? I think that's Misbelief. Something still need to. Okay, Mushy Peas is British. Yeah. So I've gone to Irish pubs. There's a bunch of really great, and even British. There's a British pub in San Mateo that I used to go to all the time. Really great place. They'd have live music on occasion, but it's really small place. Yeah, it'd be Eric Johnson, dude. Huge fan, of course. Eric Johnson rules. And what a show. But I got to tell you, he wasn't feeling it that night. There was something off. I don't know what it is with modern stages. Even in a small venue like that, he had his full array of his amps and everything up on there. And I got a picture of his pedal board and all this stuff, you know. So it was really cool. And I should have bought the mini fuzz pedal that he had signed for $200, sitting out there on the merch table, and I didn't. I bought the Ariel. Oh, what's her last name? I think she just goes by Ariel. But she was the I guess, you know, she warmed up the warm-up band for him, and then she played with him as well. Oh, you're Dutch. Okay, like Eddie Van Halen. Half Dutch he was. I know little about British food, really only visited UK once. So me too. I only visited UK once during the 4th of July weekend, which if you guys don't know, in England, that's when they have their gay pride parade. 4th of July. I think it's kind of a joke on their behalf. Hey, what's up, Blackjack? Guitar. Used to be a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. What's happening? Everybody else, chatsters in the chat. That's right. We'll show that. Fried spam. Yeah, spam basically is like all the leftover chunks and fillers of things out of the pork that they put together into a can for army people to eat during the war. And then it became a thing in Hawaii because they eat a lot of pork in Hawaii. They like they're like they cook it in a pit in the ground somehow. I forget exactly how they do it. But there's something about that, right? And I got to take my wife to Hawaii. We got to go to Hawaii one day soon. But yeah, Rhodey's Jam Cave also in the house. So we got enough people in here. There's easily 9 people in here. There was 10. Now there's 9. Come back. Come back. View me more. Anyway, trying to build up this channel. As you can see, I got rid of the duck and I got Roxy up there. You guys see Roxy up there? That's right. Roxy rocks. That's Roxy rocks. So we got Roxy up there. I'm actually going to try to go ahead and get the production licensing or whatever it's called, you know, to name my studio the Flying Pickle Productions. So at some point I'm going to do that because I want to put out my own music and get this thing up and running like a real studio. So that's the NGD that I have to report, though you guys all saw that I did get this. So that's why I put this. That's right. Excuse the sniffles. You know, it always hits me in the morning here. So this is the NGD that I got a few weeks back, but I'm going to do a mod to this. I know, crazy, right? And I'm going to use this to mod it. Isn't that crazy? You guys have any guesses yet on what the heck I'm going to be doing to this thing? So, so yeah, that'll be kind of fun. And then let's see. Anyone guessing yet? Any guesses on how I'm going to mod that pedal to make it better? Come on, you guys got to guess. Mod it. I'm going to mod that. Yeah, it is an awesome pedal, right? And then I'll plug it in after the mod into my Black Star. That's warming up right over there. And I guess I could play, what should I play through it? Let's see. I guess I could play this. Let's bring this forward. So, you know, I'm still lagging on the completion of this mod because I want to do a proper video of it with its original Shawbucker style, you know, pickups that are in here. So this is my Blacktop Stratocaster. You notice the GraphTech mod there and the mod I made to the nut. But I might need to file the nut some, so that's another thing that's in the mail, coming to me soon. I went ahead and bought the entire Music Nomad file set. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that set. But, okay, so he's saying you are going to glue some Velcro on the back. No. Good guess, though. It's a really good guess. Because I use the 3M style. Where's that stuff? I can grab it if you want me to. Tell me if you want me to. But I use that dual lock tape. So let me grab a pedal here that has it already on there, so you see what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I'm gonna unplug this. So I'll give you guys a hint. This thing has been. Oops, I'm knocking the table over here. This thing has some of those mods, but here's the dual lock tape that I use, right? And you just have the standard Velcro, but heavy duty kind of glue. And I use this diamond configuration by recommendation of these dudes. That's right. That's right. Dan has set up some really seriously pro rigs, and he has a really pro board and setup. Hey, Janice, how's it going? Rax Effects, my buddy. Rax Effects was the first guy who ever got me something directly on YouTube. Not something I won, like I won this. I actually won this HX Stomp on YouTube. It was supposed to be a GS10 wireless system, but they were like heating up and burning out. So it's Eric Broadbent's show. Back then it was called something else, but Eric's show, he had a giveaway for Christmas, which I also do every year. I'm going to do again this year. 12 Days of Christmas. He calls it 12 Days of Xmas. I'm going to just do my 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. And so, yeah, I did mod this, as you can tell. I took the original black plastic knobs off. That's right. And I modded it up. So I have, you know, some really, really cool knobs on there. Right? For some reason now it's slipping my mind. It's a little dusty. Well, that's because I was doing some other work in here and I got a little dust on everything. That sucks. But yeah, there's another mod on here that you notice that is kind of what I'm going to be doing today. Kind of. Does that give you any hints? Yeah, the Helix Corner. That's right. So Eric Broadbent, you know, I won this there, as well as a bunch of other stuff, like a little tiny mini bottle of lizard spit cleaner, guitar cleaner. So what else? So, well, let's start it off. Let's get it rolling, right? We're almost already halfway through the show, and I haven't even done anything yet. So I got to start off with, you know, the demise of one of these little guys. That's right. If you don't know, this is made in Germany, bourbon gummy bears. We got to start that off with one of those right there. Well, anyway, bourbon gummy bears, they're the best. With a little coffee, can't beat that, right? So, you know, that basically just has that one button, right? And as I mentioned in my description, I do a lot of playing at home, you know. What's great about this pedal too is it has this noise gate right there too. So a little noise gate knob, there's a little boost button on the side over here. So we'll plug this in and play it, right? Oh, hold on a second. I didn't even notice that. Real super easy flip open. Back panel. The only problem with it is that if you don't have the feet, it's sticking up. That's the only design flaw, if you want to call it a design flaw, that this thing has. Because normally I take these rubber feet off, right? And I put that Velcro stuff on there, the dual lock. Anyway, so yeah, so good guess. Who was it? I think it was Big G that says, are you putting the big buttons on there? Kind of. I'm even doing a little bigger mod, a bit more modification than that. So this is going to be fun. So let's go ahead and get right into it, right? So I'm going to pull this closer to me. I'll put my phone over here. I'm going to kind of get this in front of me here. And how does it all sound? Does this all sound okay through this mic? Am I loud enough and all that stuff? I'm going to make sure I turn off the phone calling feature. I'm going to put on, I was listening to Jimmy Guitar Meets Science before the show. Go check him out. Guitar Meets Science, 3 separate words. Rockin' dude. And before that, I was watching Quentin showing some outtakes of some of what Henning's got going on over there at Gear Street. It looks pretty creepy. It's kind of funny what they were doing with Andy. That guy's hilarious. Anyway, let me pull up my show here. And then, yeah. And then the other announcement, of course, outside of the new gear that I'm discussing, is I bought one of these. So this is a really cool slide because I'm going to be doing the RJ Ronquillo slide guitar course. Now, this is called a Moonshine glass slide. And why that is, you know, I don't know if the lighting is showing it very well. It's got a sparkliness to it, right? The inside of it is kind of like this. It's not slippery. Well, slippery. It's not. It's almost kind of like super fine sandpaper. And you know, you can use that on that finger. I've seen different slide players. I've seen slide players, you know, okay, let me put it on the right finger. I've seen him play like this with this and leaving the pinky open for pinking things. And I've seen people use it on their pinky so they can then fret this way. That's the way that RJ does it. He also recommends or says that you can, if you want, on a glass slide or like I have a brass slide. You can also, and you don't want them too tight, but you don't want them so loose that they so easily fall off, like, you know, but all right, so it's perfect. So this is a brass slide, so it's going to have a different feel. Sometimes it's nice to have the weight of the brass because then you just leave the weight of the finger on the fretboard or on the string, really, right? So that's cool. You know, glass is going to have a different feel. Now, this is almost too big for this finger. So what I might do is what he recommended is if you want it so it doesn't slip off or whatnot, is that you can put, you know, that kind of felt that you put on the bottom of items that you put on a tabletop or something. This kind of stuff. Got that here for a reason too. This kind of felt stuff you can put, but there's that thinner kind that's like for this very thin. You can buy it at like Michael's or any kind of like hobby shop, right? Bottom line, you can then line the inside of it that way. You can make it more fit perfectly to your finger, and or make it so, you know, it slips on and off the way you want it to and fit properly. So we're gonna go and open this package because this is part of the show here. Yes, indeedy. And we got these things right here that I'm gonna be using, and you guys are gonna love this, I hope. Maybe this is a crazy, stupid idea, but it just popped into my head. Yeah, Andy got his hair wet. That's right. Janice, I gotta put that up. Yeah, go watch that one that Quentin just put up after the show. Anyway, so what I'm gonna be doing here is a kind of interesting thing. So here's one thing that I've discovered, that, you know, when you have these barefoot buttons, these things are great. But they're freaking expensive. They're like $12-13 on sale. If you're lucky, you can get these for $12-13. But what's good about these is that they have that little bit of a rounded top, which makes them actually rather comfortable if you are actually going to do it like this. So let me demonstrate by sticking this on the table here. Can I angle this down? Comfy. Ouch. All right. Ouch. That hurt. Anyway, yeah. I can have this in the living room with headphones on. My wife's watching the movie or whatever, and I can have my guitar and I can be playing, and it's great. It's awesome. Backing tracks right through that thing. That's such a great device. That does so many things. I mean, I'm using it in such a simple way. It's really way more complex than how I'm using it. But yeah, practical, right? Yeah, but those are expensive. But I'm going to do something next level and a little more fun, actually. So I bought these ones online because I bought a package of like 12 of these on Amazon for literally like $6, $7, something like that, right? So I got a whole slew of these. Whole bunch of these, and they come in all kinds of colors too. But what I don't like about them is they don't have that rounded top like those. So these are flat all the way across. I don't know if you can see that. And they still kind of hurt because your foot is still going over that edge, that sharp edge, right? Whereas the barefoot buttons are designed so that they're comfortable because it's rounded on the top. So I thought, well, what if I glue something like that on there, right? So I can just do that. I can just peel this off, right? Peel the sticker off. Stick this right on there like that. And voila, nice and soft. Here, let's just go ahead and stick this. Oh, okay. So these come with like a little ring inside so it can fit different sized things. Let me take this out of here. Comes with like this little rubber. Comes inside with this, like, it's either like that or it's like got this little rubber thing. So depending on the size of your pedals, button. But now it fits on there. It jiggles a little bit, of course, because you got to tighten the ow. You got to tighten the Allen key things there, right? But I'm taking it a step further. So if you want super softiness, you can buy all different kinds of colors of this stuff, if you want, super soft, this is, check it out. I'll demonstrate again, just so you guys see how easy it is, how soft it is. Ah, so nice. Oh, yes. I hope you guys are loving this because this is fun. But I'm taking it to another level. I should get some. Yes, Ed get some. Did you see Krusty Toe Jam? No, dude, I just washed my feet and did all my toenails yesterday, so I look nice for y'all today. Crust. There's no crust. Anyway. Rubber grommets. Yeah, now you can, the rubber grommets. Thank you for the specification there, Nelson. The rubber grommets go in there to fit other kinds of stuff, I guess, whatever. So now we're going to one-up it. And let's say you have your favorite beer. For example, when I go to Peru, I love me some Cristal. That's right, Cristal. You can't get it here unless you go to like a fancy Peruvian restaurant like La Mar, where we went to last weekend, right? So let's say you wanna customize your thing. So I'm gonna leave that one on like that just for the heck of it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see how that fits right in there perfectly. So what I'm gonna do, this just popped in my head one day, and I'm like, hey, I can do this as a mod I invented. I'm probably not the first guy. There's guitar techs sitting around the bus in between shows wondering, what can I do? So, fits right on there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use the hot glue gun. Told you I was going to use this. I'm going to put a little dab right on top of this thing. Like that, right? And while it's so hot, quickly press this down on here. Make sure it's even, right in the center. Now, thankfully, and I checked this already, it just gives you enough clearance. Oops, got a little glue gun spider web there. Just gives you enough space to still get to the Allen key thing. If not, you can, drill it ahead of time, or maybe even put it on your pedal first and then do the glue thing, or maybe put some kind of a spacer like a washer or something like that so that it's up a little bit higher, right? So now I just pulled it off. I'm going to heat this up again. I'm going to put a little bit more on here, just so it's a little up a little higher. Because once that glue dries on there, you're good to go, right? Yeah, see, that's better. Now I can probably get to those Allen key holes a lot more easily. All right. There we go. And now, instead of just your plain old button there, right? You put your favorite beer cap right there. So that's my mod for the day. And let me grab the little Allen key thing so you can actually use this thing, have it actually functioning. I'm hoping I can find all these little parts that I have just tossed over here. I'm so terrible about this kind of stuff. I rarely have time for this stuff, and it's sad in some ways how little time I have for all this. I wish I had more time for this stuff. Anyway, I can't find it. It's probably somewhere else. But anyway, so let's just make sure we grab one that has the Allen key things already there. Yeah, that one. Oh no, they're not there. Oh, so I'm missing the little Allen. I'm missing those. But anyway, so if I did have those in here, is that one there? No, I don't know where those are, so I'm gonna have to find those. But anyway, the point is, once I tighten that on here, you know, you got yourself a cool, oops, pedal mod. What do you think? I think that's cool. Da, 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 da. Yeah, blackjack guitar. I have too many things. You know, it might be sitting right in here. I got my handy dandy guitar mod toolkit here. Right, everyone should get one. Yeah, as a matter of fact, once I get really rolling with everything on this channel and stuff, I'll be making some stickers and some. Oh! I forgot a whole nother thing. I'll be making stickers and all that kind of stuff too. But another thing I thought would be cool. Let's say you have something like this little something from when my brother went to Wyoming and they went to the Devil's. I don't know if you guys could see that. There we go. Come on, there you go. Yes, Devil's Tower. You guys see that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind? So anyway, Devil's Tower coin that they got from me for me. So I thought, okay, another way to mod this, right? So let's go ahead and shoot a little of this. I already unplugged this. I should plug it back in. Another way to mod it, you can take a coin. So let's say it's some kind of a coin, you know, that's a favorite coin of yours or whatever from somewhere. Some memorabilia of some kind, right? Just stick that on there. Right? Could be a 1972 or is it 3/4 that you can use on your EVH. That's an idea. If I can find a 1972 or 3, is it 72 or 3 that he put on his Frankenstein guitar? So there you go. Slip this off. So if I had those little Allen, those little lugs, or what do they call those? Screws, you know. There was a little plastic package that was holding those, and it's probably there somewhere, but I can't find it. Anyway, so there you go. So now we got, if you want to customize something, you got your Devil's Tower button, right? Or let's say you're you like JHS pedals, or you like you have some other buttons, you know. You can do the same thing with that. You can, let's do one of those. Let's do one of those. Oh, getting the spider. The hot glue gun spider webs are everywhere now. So this is going to need a lot of glue on top here because it's got to fill the inside. Big glob of glue. It's got to fill the inside of this JHS. No, it's not enough. Still need more. I'm going to put some inside of this too. There we go. So I just put some on here and I put some inside of here. And I'm going to put them together like that. There we go. And this kind of works because it's gonna, you know, these like buttons you put on your jacket or you go to a show or whatever, right? And it's got a rounded top, so that works kind of well, kind of like the barefoot button, the original barefoot buttons. It's got those little rounded tops. See that? But here you go. Now we got a JHS button. Oh, gotta take that little rubber grommet out. Still a little hot, still drying in there. There you go. And now you got a barefoot JHS button pedal. Voila. I know, I get inventive. I've always been that kind of a kid. An inventive sort. So if I had those little set screws, that's what they're called, then I could oops, sorry about the noise. If I had those little set screws, I could actually mount this crystal one right to there, right? And people would be like, what the heck? What kind of button is that? And I'm like, yeah, it's my custom crystal EVH pedal, man. So let's see. Should we plug it in and see what it sounds like? Let's do that. let's do that. Let's grab a battery since this goes with a 9-volt. Go ahead and grab a battery. I got my little box of batteries over here. Massive box. Should have had this ready, right? I was thinking about just using the what do they call it? Where's one? Here's one 1220. 1218. Wow. These are I bought these then. I bought these in 1220. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was gonna use the Visual Sound 1 spot, but I got that hooked up right now to the what I got it hooked up to. Got it hooked up to the Arena TC Electronic Hall of Fame Arena reverb pedal. That's another thing I need to get. I need to get a decent reverb pedal. That's good, but it's not great, right? It's good, but not great. So let's see. Get this all. I should be more organized, right? Get all this stuff ready before you guys come. But I never have time for that. Never do. When I do, I'll do it that way, obviously. But do I even need that? I don't really even need that. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to just use the reverb out of my Black Star over here. All right. Just going to plug this in here. Click, click. Turn the master off. Get my guitar cord ready over here. I'm going to plug that. Okay, got that for that. Got this for this. And we'll go ahead and play this Strat. Since we've got the Vega trim, we can show that off a little bit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug in this Duracell battery right into here. Duracell, the copper top. Bang, bang. It's funny how advertisement brainwashes you, right? You remember all those sounds and all those things. They figured that all out way early on with a psychologist named Skinner, who kind of gave corporations all the information they need to know on how the brain works so they can manipulate people. Great, huh? I wonder why people don't like psychologists. Like I sold them out. Come on, why aren't you fitting in here? Ah, what's up with you? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab a different battery. I don't know why that one's not fitting in there properly. There we go. That one looks more normal. All right, so we're gonna go with an Energizer battery in here. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, probably only works when you have it plugged in, of course. So we got our innie and our outie. Okay, let's do the outie first. And then I'm going to put everything to 12 o'clock. There we go. Should I show it to you guys? There we go. I'll keep it on the desktop. And we can just push the buttons. Let's go this way. I'm going to put this over here instead. I love these Hercules stands because you can just lift your guitar and move it around while it's still sitting in the stand safely and not worry about it falling down anywhere, right? All right, so far so good, right? Okay, let's turn the master up over here. Well, let's turn off our clean tone. Vega trim, get one. Whole step, right? Check it out. Goes up a whole fifth. Almost. It goes a whole note on the high E. Up. Pretty cool, right? And almost tuned. Went out a little bit. Anyway. So, yeah, let's check out this EVH thingy. Mud jobber. Ooh, we got the gate is activated. If you turn it all the way, oops. If you turn it all the way off, it's not lit. And then once you turn it, it lights up. So you see that? Off. Turn it a little on. All right, so now the gate is activated. We're going to turn the gate off for now, just for the heck of it. I'm going to turn the gain all the way down. Output is at middle. So let's hear what that. Let's get equality gain, or what do they call it? Equality. What happened? You got to turn the gain up some, of course. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. So you have an output, I guess, which is kind of your volume, right? So let's say gain is at 0 when it's at 7 o'clock. We're going to put it to 8 o'clock. Turn the output up. Kind of get equality volume, right? Here we go. Okay, let me get my tuner. My tuner. I use the Polytune still. Everyone's into those strobe tuners, but I got several of these. What's great about the Vega Trem is, you know, it's not a locking nut type tremolo system. So you can detune the D if you want to, and you can get one of them trem stoppers or something to help with this scenario. Should I just turn this down so I'm not torturing you guys with that? The Guitar Center, that's the Guitar Center song. Should write a song called the Guitar Center song, and it's all like people tuning their guitars, and then you just kind of put that all together and make it into a song. That'd be hilarious. I actually wrote a UPS song one time too, because I was so appreciative of the UPS girls handling my packages properly. Well, my package is always handled properly by the UPS girls. Anyway. So right now we got the gain at pretty much like barely 7.5, 8 o'clock. Output at output at noon, bass at noon, middle at noon, treble at noon. There we go. Right, and let's see, with the boost activated. Without boost. With boost. It's a little thicker, a little heftier. Without it. With it. By the way, I'm on the bridge pickup right now. Let's go to the neck. Let's give it a little something here. Little bit of reverb. Right? Sounds pretty cool, right? All right, let's pump it up a little bit on the treble side. Give it a little bit mids to 3 o'clock, treble at 1 o'clock. Bass, we're going to leave at noon. I forget how it goes. Or is it up here? I don't know the song. I should know that song. That's the song that made me pick up a tennis racket and want to play the guitar with a tennis racket. That's right, Ace Frehley. Anyway, so I don't need to show this pedal off more, do I? Do you guys want to hear more? Let me see what you're saying here. The Dario tuners are good too. Yeah, they're cool, man. You don't have to spend a lot, but like they have the Unitune, like this version right here, and they're not super expensive. They're not as much as the Polytune version. And I get just as much out of the Unitune as the Polytune. You have to spend $80-$90. You can buy, $40 tuner like this one is solid. Right? Battery lasts long. Ben Coombs wrote UPS song too. Yeah, he wrote an opposite one, so he hates them. I like them. They do me right because they're here in the United States. United Postal Service, that's UPS, I think. And there's the USPS, United States. Okay, UPS is United Postal, and USPS is United States Postal Service. I bought a hat and t-shirt from Gibson and UPS once, $35 for delivery, and they delivered it already. Now they won't want me to pay them. Yeah, I'd tell them to suck it. Yeah, United Parcel. Thank you, BC Rich, coming through with the accurate information again. Thank you very much for that. Janice, how you doing, man? We're going to be driving through your area in about a week or so. We're going to be driving down through LA. So if you're playing somewhere live, we're going to be doing a trip down the coast. I got 6 minutes left. We're going to be doing a trip down the coast starting on the 17th with my wife and her brother-in-law and sister, older sister. And we're going to, hit all the scenery, all the scenic spots along the way. And then as we're heading down, we're going to probably stay one night somewhere down in the Los Angeles area, then head to San Diego. So if you're playing a little gig and we still have energy, I'm doing all the driving, which I can do all day and night. I love to drive. I should have been a rally car racer, really. Love driving and racing cars. That's what I did when I was a teenager. Got it out of my system, thankfully. Yeah. Oh, dang. Why do I keep thinking you're in the LA area? Am I confusing you with somebody else? I must be. Sorry, Janice. I remember that now. Connecticut. It's one of those hard to pronounce ones. Connecticut. Anyway. Dang it. I'm never going to see you live then. You're way too far away from me. Unless we do an East Coast trip. In the Frankenvan, which is getting modified while we're going to be on vacation. I'm going to be having it painted, all the body work done and painted. Pretty much all the rest of the engine work was done. I have a couple more kind of like ball joint tune-up things like that, rear end differential tune-up and transmission tune-up, shocks. I wanted to put shocks on it so I can tilt the back like an A-team kind of a van, but they said it's not a good idea. It's fine for TV shows, but for a car that you're going to actually use, it's against factory specs and it causes all kinds of trouble. Yeah, NAFTA. Yeah, that was a stupid idea. I remember voting. I voted for Perot because I did not really like either side then. And Perot, even though he's kind of a funny dude, smart guy, and he was talking about the giant sucking sound that was going to be the U.S. losing a lot of their manufacturing business to foreign nations, and that's exactly what happened. Back in the day, our politicians used to protect American labor and workforce, and now it's just about the money. And it's been a big money grab takeover since 20, 30 years ago, really. We're probably going on 40, 50 years. But I digress. Let's get off politics. Let's get back on guitars. Yeah, right. In the New York towns, anyway, let's stay off politics and that stuff because we can't fix that. So let's see how this gate works. Let's crank the gain on this thing. What do you guys think? We're back. This is just like a classic rock sounding kind of gains way down. This is without the gain. This is just tiny bit on. Now we're at 9 o'clock on the gain only. 9. Now we're at noon. when the gate is actually activated, without the gate, you hear that fuzz, right? You hear it a little bit. Let's turn the gain all the way up. So, max gain apparently is at just about 3 o'clock. So with the gate, and then as soon as gate activates very nicely. I don't know how to use a whammy bar properly right now, but I'll learn how to do it. Was it chug? And the gate comes up. Love it. What an awesome pedal. Really, really, really awesome. All right, that's the end of the show pretty much, guys. We're already on it. We're at it. So the other device I got, New Gear Day. What is that thing? No, it's not a microphone. It's another one of these selfie sticky things because the other one I had broke. And the one that I was going to announce that's a much bigger deal is actually in the description under a hashtag, and it is the Solid State Logic. Oops, what is that? Something fell out. The Solid State Logic, the SSL FU8. Not for you OU812. It's an FU8. Anyway, this thing comes with its own little remote control. It snaps right in here, so it can be stored without it being lost. And this thing has like a standard camera top too, but you also have like this little clip-on. Where is it? It just fell down. Anyway, it has a clip-on thing for your phone too, so you can do a phone. So it's nice that it has like the standard camera one too, for a real camera. Okay, let's get this thing. Do you have to push a button or something? No. Pull it. There we go. So it's a tripod too, right? And you just spin this puppy on here like that. This was recommended by Amazon. It's one of the better ones. Just loosen all this stuff up, and it telescopes quite a bit. That I'd say it's about let's say maybe about 40 plus odd inches or whatever, and then it has an adjustment here for your phone, so you can actually lock it in, which is kind of nice. And then it tilts, so you can tilt this sideways, up and down, all around, do whatever angle you want. And what's great, of course, is that you just twist this puppy off here, or you could probably leave it on there, right? Twist that off there, collapse this thing up, and voila, it's that small. Or does it go the other? No, yeah, it's this way. So, yeah, it should be smaller than that, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on. Ugh. Collapses down to that size, right? Nice. So you can actually use it as a selfie stick, when you're out walking around vlogging. Really cool. And I needed to get a decent one because the other one I had broke on me. One of the little legs broke off. And we're going to be going on a trip. So as I was mentioning to you guys, to Janice and all, go ahead and turn this pedal off. That we're going on this trip down Southern California and around through the desert plains, and I'm hopefully going to meet up with, I'm planning to, I got to set this up still, but planning to meet up with Dane at Zim's Guitars and then drop off a few things that hopefully I'll have time to make the leather, the actual real leather Soundtrap Designs guitar hanger for Filmic Night. And I'll make one for Dane too. And maybe for my buddy DR Guitars who lives nearby there as well. I don't know who else lives in that area. But on our way down to LA, we might drop by JJ James's House of Jams, JJ's House of Jams, and drop off his guitar hanger. I just bought not a Thule, but one of those other brand sports racks for the top of the Crosstrek that I have, the Subaru. So we have plenty of room to put all this kind of stuff in there. And I'm gonna buy a guitar from Dane at Zim's, but I can't talk about that, and I can't bring it back with me because it's gonna be too hot in the car during our trip. So I'll probably want to have it shipped. Something that he doesn't do, but actually he does now. So yeah, let me show you what brand is this thing. This is the no-name brand selfie stick made in China. There you go. All right. No name on it. It's a Yutang device and connected. It's a Yutang. Anyway, Yunteng. Whatever. I just clicked on the best Amazon one, and that's the one I got, and it's great. Anyway, I think it was like $10. Crazy. Super cheap. Sturdy, yeah, definitely sturdy, man. Way sturdier than the other one. These legs are way sturdier. The other one, if you went like this, it'd bust right off, like without a doubt. And I like that as the standard camera top here, because I'm going to be getting a DSLR camera too. That's another upgrade to the studio I'm doing soon. And it swivels, and it swivels, and it even locks in sideways. There's a little notch right here. I don't know if you can see that little notch, and it locks into that sideways. So you can do side mount, top, swivel around. You can even use this as a 360 if you have a 360 type camera. You can use this as a mount for that. So it's not high enough. It only goes up maybe like 40 something odd inches. But they do have other brands that you can get, and it's pretty sturdy feeling. Aluminum chassis here. These are the only plastic things right here in this, but it's way heavier duty than the last one I had, and I paid more for the last one. So there you go. Anyway, oh yeah, and I guess if you do have this, let me show you guys that. If you do have this, and I got to end the show. We're already late. I don't know if Mike's on. I think Mike might be on. Yeah, you can actually leave it on there, and it'll just kind of be in that position. That's awesome, right? And it doesn't come with a bag. It came with a plastic bag, but you can throw it in a little kind of zippy, kind of clippy, whatever. I don't know what they call those things, like little, bag with a tie kind of thing. So yeah, pretty sturdy, pretty heavy duty. Hope you guys like my guitar mod of today, which is mod your pedals. Simple mod. You put these barefoot ones that are like $12-13 each, or you buy a set of these cheap silver ones or whatever color ones. And another thing I thought which would be cool is you can go to somewhere like Tap Plastics, and they have colored plastics, right? And you could get something that has red or blue or orange or pink or whatever color. Just have, they have little cut things, and you can just put that over the top of the silver. Where's one? Just glue it on there, and then you can have colorized, buttons. So, you have different colors for the different thing, whatever you want it to do, right? So, yeah. Where were you born? Oh, the Falco's in. What's up, the Falco? Dude, you have a good voice, man. I really appreciated that. You got to put more music up, like so do I. I know. But don't not do it because you don't think you're good. That was really nice what you were singing and playing the guitar. I can't do both at the same time. Jeez. So you've got talent, man. Anyway, so that's the end of the show. We're running a little late ending. A mod that these guys didn't even think of. I even have one of these. Yeah, I'm a Patreon. It's $3 a month to Circle of Tone, because I really like what he does when he does his breakdowns. I don't have an attitude with people on YouTube. Everyone has different attitudes about stuff. I just care about the music and hanging with you guys and doing this together. So, yeah. So thank you so much, the Falcro, for coming on to the show. Thank you, everyone else who's on the show. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys a little clap. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we'll see you next week. We're going to be on the road, so I guess I'll be vlogging the Mod Squad thing, and might have to come up with some mod or maybe some kind of way of playing music while on the road, going places, driving around, right? That should be fun. So enjoy, if you guys do this, tell me if you guys try this, either just a felt pad to make it soft. You can buy a set of these like for 12 or 16 of these for like $7-8 on Amazon. Try it out. You can even stick the bigger ones. So they have these bigger, but these are too big, like for the bottoms of a chair. That's a little much. If you look at the size of the barefoot buttons, they're pretty big. These eclipse those even, So I would definitely just go with the smaller sized ones like these, because it's plenty, if you want a little cush. And you can just peel these off and replace them. So, if you play around a lot in the house and play barefooted like I sometimes do in the living room and whatnot. I even have this this pin that I got with my special, noise gate pedal. That's right, I got one of those. You just pull these little pins out of here, the pin part. They pop right out. And you can glue it right onto your thing, like I customized this one here with the Devil's Tower on there, right? Now I just need a double pedal of some kind, right? The pedale de diablo. All right, you guys. So thanks again for joining. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Give me some likes, of course. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Put some comments in the comment section. And if you want to ever come on the show, the Mod Squad show, I was really intending to have a guest every show almost, So if some of you guys have some interesting mods you want to share with the rest of us, or maybe some of your skills, like DR Guitar, Dave Reese, he shared a lot of really, 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 useful tips and information about how to mod your guitars and wire them up and stuff. I might try to get him back on again to help me out with this thing when I finally get around to deciding to. Well, I got to get all the tools are coming, and then I'm going to be on vacation, so it's going to be until maybe mid-October that I'm going to finish this puppy. By that time, I'll have everything else hooked up in the studio properly with the SSL FU8 and maybe an ATEM Mini Pro to control multiple camera angles. I'll show you guys how I'm doing that too. I had a really inexpensive mod trick as to how to do that. So I hope you guys get something out of that as well. And then we're going to actually have the mod shop room upstairs all done. The storage room upstairs that I'm converting into a little mod shop, because I got to move this kind of workspace out of here. I don't want it in the studio. I want it like there's a window up in that room. I got some air. I don't necessarily need to have all that stuff happening here in the studio room where I don't want anything to happen. So I'd rather have a separate workspace, right? You got none but songs, Janice. Let's end with that. Songs. Stephen Franklin, subscribe today. Awesome, dude. Right on, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. Share the show to other people. And like I said, if you want to come on, just DM me. I have in my description at the very bottom, I have how you can contact me. I've got the Instagram there. I've got my Facebook page, Music Therapy Laz Facebook page. Check me out there if you want to message me there. If you want to post stuff on my Facebook page, go ahead. You got some shows going on or something. People are posting stuff there all the time. And then, man, I got to go check out some more of your people's music. It's been work lately, and it's going to be a tough week of getting things done and getting the house. Hey, Hobo Roadie, what's up? You can spin off a music show, and that's what this room is supposed to be, the music production room. the Flying Pickle Productions. That's right, Flying Pickle Productions. Thank you for that. That was the Tone King, Lewis, who who saw Roxy run across my chest, and he was like, "What is that? A pickle?" And then somebody else said, "It's a flying pickle." And I'm like, we got to bring Flying Pickle into this game, right? So Flying Pickle Productions, that's what I'm going to call it. I got to pay for that now. I already have a musictherapylaz.com, and I don't use it. I don't have time for a web page. Like, why? Why do one? But I guess I could start putting all this stuff up there, maybe streamline some of my video playlists, but definitely on the website, put more information. Kind of like I think Phil McKnight was doing that for a while, but I don't even know if he has his webpage up anymore. I think somebody's running it. But yeah, man. Yeah, we can look, Dale Palmer is saying that Janice has some great songs. So I gotta go check out Janice's songs, man. Do you have some originals, Janice? I want to check that out. Because I'm always into original music. I love people doing covers, and I like playing people's music and covers too. But I love original music because it's all about creation, right? And putting that out into the world. So you went to Proud Park once. That must be out in Connecticut, right? Hoborodi. So anyway, you guys, rock on until next time. Music Therapy Laz, reminding you that the secret to tone is in your mind. All these like crazy secret tone ideas. Hey, if your feet don't hurt, better tone, right? If you like coming up with funny tone ideas, these kind of buttons. You got your where's my beer cap one? My Cristal beer from Peru. Beer cap button for my my pedals. Come up with some other. You can put, I don't know what else you can put on there. Bourbon tops, I don't know, wine barrel, top things. I don't know, wine cork tops. I don't know. You can do all kinds of fun things. I like Grand Marnier, and hey, Johnny, there he is. What's up? You can put your Grand Marnier cap, cut it off, cut the cork off, and glue that onto your thing, and then make that into a pedal button. So yeah, Johnny, I was making these custom pedal buttons. I use these ones that I bought online that are super cheap. You can get like 16 or 12 of them for like $6, and then just hot glue onto it a beer cap or a coin, like this memorabilia coin from Devil's Tower in Wyoming, right? Or you can just put a little fuzzy, thing like that on there to make it softer. So you can use your bare feet like this, Johnny. Check it out. And it don't hurt. And if you take your pedal like that and you put this on there, right? You have to tighten the screws on there. You got your beer cap pedal button there, and now it's nice and soft, and you can do it with your bare feet. Cool, huh? Yeah, I invented this idea just now. Well, not just now, but came to me months ago when I finally came up with, hey, let's do this as a pedal mod. So yeah, I gotta go, you guys. So rock on until next time. The secret to tone is in your mind. Feel comes from your heart. Emotion, feeling, right? Put them together with your hands, fingers, toes, tongues, nose, ears, all these things you use to make music, and rock on. Until next time, you guys. Peace out. Have a great rest of your Sunday and Labor Day weekend. See ya.